So if your anxiety shows up in your thoughts, and so you have worried thoughts, intrusive thoughts, obsessive thoughts, or maybe your brain just blanks out and you have no thoughts, we call that thought anxiety. And that can point us to treatments that can help and root causes that might cause that. And there's a checklist, there's quizzes, there's so much fun stuff. You can dig into that in the book. And then we have chest anxiety. And so this is anxiety with heart palpitations, an elephant on your chest, or hyperventilation, you're breathing really quickly. Or maybe you have air hunger. I worked with an Olympic athlete who constantly felt like he couldn't get an oxygenated breath and he's hyperventilating. And then we have anxiety in your chest or your gut, your tummy. And so this is gut anxiety. So you might notice gas or bloating or heartburn, or maybe you even have appetite changes. You're ravenous or you have no appetite, or you're craving all of the sweets, candida, or maybe you have diarrhea or constipation. So that's gut anxiety. And then we have nervous system anxiety, which can show up with the shrugging of the muscles, the clenching of the jaw, migraines, tension headaches, or even numbness and tingling. People get really scared. Am I having a stroke? I can't feel my nose or my face. Could be nervous system anxiety. And then we have endocrine anxiety, which is anxiety related to imbalances in hormones. I see this missed all the time. Thyroid, sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, cortisol. And then there's immune system anxiety, which I think right now in a post-COVID kind of world is I see a ton of immune system anxiety. For example, that same little chemical that gives you the itchy eyes, the runny nose, the stuffiness, the same thing that causes allergies can also cause panic attacks. It's as stimulating as adrenaline and it's called histamine. And so then we have the last three, which is depressive anxiety, which is anxiety where you feel depressed or sad or helpless or worthless, or you think about your exit strategy. And then there's trauma anxiety. And arguably, trauma is, or adverse experiences are the umbrella that everything else falls under. But I've distilled out trauma anxiety as its own thing in the event that that's the main thing for somebody is it all started when X happened, or it all began with this. And you may have nightmares or intrusive thoughts, or you may avoid certain things in certain places.